being young, and many of you are in this room, and believing in yourself and having confidence, even though you didn't know whether you could do it, you felt that you could do it, is a great thing. It's a gift. So I think Singapore and Hong Kong will pace each other. If Singapore does better on this, we will make sure that tomorrow we will get there, if not exceed them, and vice versa.
Not too long ago, we have a major mergers or acquisitions in the industry where big names, CS is taken out from the scene. So you have one less major player. But at the same time, the Hong Kong firms, international firms like HSBC and some other Standard Chartered, they are firing up as well in terms of this business. And then to come along, we have a lot of mainland Chinese banks who are also trying to build their business around. All these players are perhaps eyeing on this interesting phenomenon where the Chinese clients are trying to diversify. Do you see firms creating enough products and services to serve these changing dynamics?
In the 90s and the 2000s, the economies in Asia were doing so well. So private clients, what they wanted is no longer just safety. Of course, safety is always there, but I want to make money. So if you can give me the best product, so if you go see a client and say, tell me what's your best product, tell me what, you can do. And I bought a stock and then I made 20% in 3 months. Can you do better than that? If you don't, you can't, you're not worthy enough. So I think it was chasing high return was their goals. And obviously post-2008, much has changed, right? Because people began to see that there are risks out there, and that concentrating your wealth in single investment wasn't such a great idea. And then, of course, there are risks beyond just investment risk, that also counterparty risk, liquidity risk, leverage risk, etc. So I think clients are beginning to sort of be, they learn the lesson. They are beginning to be much more mindful about risk management. So I think the expectations from clients begin to shift. And of course, we have to meet that demand and evolve. And in fact, if anything, I thought it makes it much easier now for us to explain to clients what we are trying to do for them, right? Diversification, managing risk, etc. begin to make sense. Whether you have enough products and services, etc. I think we do. I mean, of course, we are evolving now. There's cryptos, there's, derivatives, there are many other new instruments coming out. But we all know investment is not about picking the one thing. It's a much more holistic sort of a strategy that will meet the specific client's needs. And while we can generalize their needs, but they have different needs at different point in time. So to me, I think, do we have enough products or services? It depends on how you deliver that. And it comes back to ultimately how much you understand the client's needs. I think the first one is really curiosity. You always have to learn. I mean, Dr. Ho asked the question about whether industry as a whole are evolving or improving enough to cope with the demand from our clients, right? So, and you have to learn new things. And for those of you who study CFA, I know this because, I was a CFA 30 years ago. So the curriculum 30 years ago, I'm sure it's very different from what it is today. It's really, really tough. So even though I got my charter 30 years ago, I could not sit on my laurel. I have to learn a lot of new things. I constantly learn new things, I have to go through. Today I missed the LLM suite training in the office. I have to learn it. So I think, having a sense of curiosity, enjoy learning is really important. You cannot stay still. Try different things. I mentioned, for example, that I was quite an introvert, so never thought I could, handle client management and, be in front of big crowds, etc. But tried it and never thought I was going to be a good manager. But, sometimes ignorance is a bliss. You just go for it. But I think it's really important on focusing on doing your current job well. I always feel that if you do it really, really well, then opportunities will open up. People will tap on your shoulders. I have been very fortunate, right? Because when you spot a talent, when you find someone who's eager to learn, you love to help them. You love to give them the opportunities. So a lot of it is that because you do your current job so well, and then other opportunity comes, sometimes they feel it looks like a stretch. It's quite scary to take up that opportunity. Then have faith in yourself and go for it.